What's up, y'all? It's Nadia here, and I know you don't know who I am because I only have 7 subscribers. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Nadia, and I'm a reseller, a decorator, and a thrifter, of course. So, what brings on this episode is that I know that we know that thrift store prices are high, but have you guys noticed the even higher increase since 2026, since the new year? For us, where I am, it's been insane. It's been like an extra 10 or 15% hike. So I am compelled to do a video about these prices, but I'm also going to be super transparent and honest. I feel like I'm going to give a really truthful opinion because I feel like I'm multifaceted because I wear all of these hats as a thrifter. So obviously reseller me wants super cheap, super budget friendly prices so that I can make a profit. Decorator me wants a little bit better, like I can spend a little more in my budget, but again, we still have a budget because I'm trying to give my client the most bang for their buck. So let's say maybe not a dining table for $50, but I'm willing to spend up to $150 on Facebook Marketplace or other places. And then there's the thrifter me, the one who sees something that they want or need or been looking for and is like, give me a good deal and I'm snatching it right up from my own collection. However, obviously I still want a deal because why else would I be at a thrift store? So this is my take on what is going on with thrift stores and why they're so expensive. So there's two main reasons to me that thrift stores are skyrocketed in pricing. Number one, I hate to say it, but resellers. So how do I say this? Reselling has been going on forever. Like, I know because I was the thrift store kid and I was also the flea market kid. My mom would find little trinkets, little things, and then on Saturdays, maybe once or twice a month, she would go to the flea market and resell them. This is also no different than the early eBay days. People would buy stuff and resell them. You even had Pawn Stars on TV where people knew they were going to get a less offer and he was going to sell it for a lot more. You even had TV shows like Storage Wars for the same thing. So reselling is nothing new. At the time, thrift stores didn't care who their customers were. And they also didn't care about making the most money that they could make. They were getting items for free, so they were pricing the items fair. They were able to have money for their charity, and everybody was happy. And then social media happened, specifically Instagram and TikTok. And here's the hard truth. Resellers talk too much. They literally were on Instagram sharing not just what they got it for, which we all like to know, but they're sharing what they are selling it for. Resellers are the definition of overshare. Like, can you keep anything a secret? Are they the sole reason as to why prices have gone up? No, but they're definitely partially to blame. I would give them about 30% of the blame. I'm all for a great thrift haul, but where resellers went wrong is they started sharing how much they're reselling everything for, which for most thrifters at heart, it's really not important that you're reselling. Like, we want to know how much it cost you because that's just the fun and the hunt. But we really don't care how much you're selling stuff for. And so therefore I felt like it was really like clickbait. It was a good way to say, hey, I sold this for $1,000. I only paid $5. And so you get all these followers and then you're going to sell whatever course you want to sell or whatever books you want to sell. And you can do it too. And honestly, you're double dipping. Not only are you getting the money from reselling, but you're also like putting this whole industry on blast as clickbait, in my opinion. Okay. And then, you're getting paid off of that too. My thing is, it's your hustle, that's fine. I just feel like you don't have to do that. A prime example, one of my favorites that I follow on Instagram is Jake's Junk. If you are a reseller and you're into thrift in general, you probably know him or have followed him. One of the things that I love about Jake's Junk is he hardly ever shares how much he sold something for. He shares the find, he shares the transformation, and he shares the price. He sometimes shares the brand, but hardly ever does he say how much he made on all of these things. And he has just as many followers, if not more, than the resellers who expose everything. Some people may call resellers greedy as well, especially if they're trying to kind of double dip on social media too. But my thing is just this: who wouldn't retaliate? So obviously, thrift stores are going to have social media, the employees, and they're going to say, hey, they're getting all this stuff for cheap. We need to jack up our prices. And when I mean employees, I mean like the big dogs, the CEOs, the managers, the people who can actually make the decisions. And that's the truth. The second reason I partially blame resellers is because some of us are aggressively going after goods and finds in these thrift stores like it is Black Friday, early 2000s. And who does that? Like, to the reseller who's like wiping out everything, like taking 20 pairs of shoes off the shelves, and we know who they are. Like, you need help. Like, it's never that serious. And I just can't respect a reseller like that. That's also why thrift stores are jacking it up, because their regular customers can barely find anything and resellers are going a little too far. Leave something for other people. And a lot of times, we all know this, we're not going to be the first to the punch. That's the whole fun of the treasure hunt. So if I see somebody with something that I would have normally picked up, most of the time I say, you found something great, great find. I mean, it's just casual thrift banter. All I ask is that if you are going to be a reseller, do it with integrity, do it with some moral compass. Otherwise, you're partially to blame. And now, thrift stores, who are wholeheartedly at least 70% of the blame for all these price jackups. There are so many reasons I'm irritated with thrift stores and these prices. It's ridiculous, but I'm going to try to limit it to just three. The first reason I'm irritated with them and why they're responsible: when you are skipping the expertise, the skill, and the time and knowledge and effort it takes to sort out pieces, but you are going straight to the benefit. Like, how do you sell a dirty t-shirt for $20? Like, I don't even understand. Like, how are you not even putting in the effort to clean or to dust off things and then have the nerve to sell something as if it's brand spanking new or restored? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Whew. Like, when you are pricing things in the hundreds of dollars that you put no effort towards, like, how do you sleep at night? Like, it's actually comical. Again, I am not just solely team resellers, but there's a lot of us who put in a lot of effort and work to restore some of these things, to clean some of these things, to deodorize some of these things, to research some of these things. Like, Goodwill, thrift stores, like, what are y'all even doing? Like, at least put in some effort. When your regulars are complaining about the pricing, maybe you should do something. When your employees, like, they can't even afford this stuff on what you pay them, I think there needs to be a red flag there. It just doesn't make any sense. And it's to the point now where people are exposing them setting prices higher than the actual retail price. Like, we have to do better. My second reason for why I am just totally flabbergasted about the prices with thrift stores is you are a charity. Like, literally, everyone I looked up was a 501c3. And then I'm like, well, maybe it's me. Like, what does it mean to be a charity? And it literally says help those that are needy. These thrift stores' missions are like for the community. And the irony of the greed and the irony of this is just sad. So why this one bothers me so much is I feel like they're creating this like double negative. And what I mean by that is you are taking someone's stuff that they have given out the goodness of their heart and giving it to you to make money on, but you have abused this and skyrocketed the prices where they may or may not even be able to afford it. And then you are essentially kind of exploiting another community that's disadvantaged that's shopping at the thrift stores. And for all those people that are like, oh, thrift stores are not just for poor people, we all know that other people get to enjoy thrift stores. However, everybody in America, or most people in America, are not rolling in dough. So we all need a deal from time to time. The people who mostly shop there are your regulars, the people who are just average people making an average living, and they just enjoy thrifting as like a pastime or a stress reliever. And now it has become a stressful thing because these prices are out of control. I think they have truly lost sight of what it means to be a charity. Just feels like they're helping one disadvantaged group while also exploiting another disadvantaged group. You kind of get what I'm saying? The third and last reason I'm annoyed at thrift stores is, can we all say it? They get the items for free. Drop the mic. Just leave it there. They literally get the items for free. We bring the items to them. They don't even pick them up half the time. Like, the audacity. Listen, you can say a lot about resellers, but one thing you're not going to be able to say is that we got our items for free. Okay? We pay for the items. We are taking a risk every time. Every time that we buy something. And there's been countless times, as I said before, I'm all three. I'm a thrifter, I'm a decorator, I'm a reseller. But there's been countless times where I've purchased things and I've had to donate them back. They don't sell. And so we take a loss. Like, this is probably just universally the reason why their prices should not be high. They literally get it for $0. Every time we purchase something, we are literally guessing the market or trying to figure out if it possibly will sell. But thrift stores, it's literally no risk at all. Literally none. You're literally just putting everything out for sale. I honestly don't think there's another business model where you get your inventory absolutely free. And for this reason, you don't even need the other two reasons. Just for this reason alone, the prices should not be that high. So sadly, that's my last reason, but I am going to throw in a bonus because I just feel like it needs to be known if you didn't know. Thrift stores are a billion-dollar industry, probably even trillion by now. I don't know about you, but I have never met even $1 million reseller. So why there is an attack on resellers, to me, is just a distraction. We probably make up 20% of the shoppers there. The reality is thrift stores are just being greedy and they won't admit it because it goes against everything they've built themselves on. Taking away bags is not about sustainability. Raising the prices are not about increases for the employees. Rounding up is not just for additional causes. It's all a scam. It's all greed. At the end of the day, they are a business hiding under this nonprofit charitable title when really it's all about the money. They're capitalists just like everybody else. So I'll probably make another video on ways that I feel like we can combat this, but I am gonna say, keep complaining. I know we feel like it's not working, but write reviews, Make sure you're talking to the employees and the managers and just simply say, look, it's getting too expensive. I was in my local Goodwill the other day where I'm a regular, and I left out with nothing. And when the employee asked me why, I said, y'all are getting too pricey for me. And lo and behold, 2 to 3 days later, they were having a 50% off sale. I'm not saying it was all because of me, but I do think that the more we talk about it, the more that they're going to have to start to do something. If you watched till the end of this video, I sincerely want to say thank you. I might even be able to get up to 10 subscribers. You never know. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it and just venting to you guys. Truly, I genuinely appreciate it. Please comment below if any of these reasons resonated with you, and let me know what are some of the reasons you think that they are jacking up prices sky high. All right, until next time, bye.